What up, everybody? Here I'm back with the third part for my collection video for my Nintendo Switch games. So it's just funny, man. Can't do these in very long segments, so I'm having to do it in multiple parts because of that. Even if I was able to full use the full amount of time I actually do have on my phone, I still have to do it at least within two parts, regardless. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get back into it, shall we? Next one here is My Time at Portia. The best way to describe this is it's basically just the Stardew Valley, but in third person. Also, it's not as good as Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is still the king of that genre. So yeah. Pac-Man World Repack. It's an alright game, and it's definitely okay for its price. But at the end of the day, it's not as good as I thought it would be. I never played the one on the PS2 or anything, so I had no idea what I was getting into with this one. I just thought it looked fun, and honestly, it is fun, but it's kind of frustrating when you get to some of those boss battles, just saying. This is another one I plan on doing an LP of at some point in time, and it is Paper Mario and the Origami King. Definitely one I'd recommend checking out. Hopefully one of these days Jordan will play it on one of his chilling majority, marathons or whatever. So yeah. I got this for like $20 at like on a clearance price at GameStop. I thought it looked like it might be fun to just play around it in and every now and then. And that is Penny Punching Princess. It's just an overhead beat 'em up. That's pretty much all it is. So yeah. This is one of the very first games I bought for my Switch. This is actually the second game I bought for my Switch. The first one was Mario Odyssey. But the second one was this one right here. Poi Explorer Edition. Yeah, it's really good. Best way to describe it is it's just a cheap alternative of Mario 64. And it's better than Mario 64 because you don't have the camera trying to screw you over the whole time. So yeah. Pokemon Shield. Screw the haters, man. I love this game. I think it's great. But to be fair, the last time I played a Pokemon game before that one there was one back on the original Game Boy. So I have no idea just how much the series has dropped off in terms of quality and content and things like that. So yeah. RBI Baseball 2018. A really fun arcadey baseball game. And honestly, the RBI series, in my opinion, it makes more sense to be played on Nintendo than what it does on the other systems. And yes, maybe that's just nostalgia talking, but still. Because the RBI series has been around like since the original NES. So yeah. Rhyme. Really good, fun puzzle game. Still is a bit frame ratey, but it's not as bad as it was when it was launched. So yeah, and it's definitely one I would go ahead and recommend if you like puzzle games. You might want to get for the other systems instead, unless you just want to play it on the go, but still. Okay. Next one here is Road 96. Really love this game. It's like a Telltale's game, so it has like different outcomes, different choices you can make that will ultimately affect how the story plays out and everything. So, yeah, needless to say, this game has a hell of a lot of, replay value. Definitely get many hours worth out of that game, and it's great. Love it. Scribblenauts Mega Pack. Great collection, but at the end, it has Scribblenauts Unmasked, Unlimited, and Unmasked. Which Unmasked is just, basically Scribblenauts, but it takes place in the DC universe with like Superman and Shazam and Green Lantern and Wonder Woman, stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, I would definitely, recommend getting this for the Wii U if you have a Wii U, because honestly, they're better on the Wii U than what they are on the others, the more modern systems. So yeah. Sega Genesis Classics with over 50 classic games. Yes, it says like 51 games though. But if you get it for like the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, it actually has 53 games. Yes, there's more games on those editions of it than what there was on this. There was like 2 Wonder Boy games. I don't know why they didn't put them on the Switch edition. I have no idea what the issue was there, but unfortunately they never got brought over. You thought they might have brought them over through a free update or something like that, or DLC or whatever, but no, they never did that, so yeah. Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn, a really fun side-scrolling beat 'em up, kind of like Streets of Rage and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's really wacky, and some of the bosses are just hilarious. Like I think there's one where you're basically facing a giant butthole. I'm not joking. It's literally a butt that bounces around. So yeah, Sonic Forces, something I'll probably do an LP of at some point in time. I don't care what anyone says. I love this game. I think it's great. You know, it's like a sequel to Sonic Generations. It's really good. Sonic Frontiers. Now, I didn't care for this one as much as I thought it would, but to me, it's just nothing but a boring open world wankfest. That's just my opinion on it. You know, I know each to their own, so if you love it, hey, keep enjoying it. But for me, I didn't care for it as much as I thought I would, so yeah. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Good game, but honestly, when I'm going back and playing through this, I realized that it didn't age all that well in terms of like its combat and gameplay physics. You know, there's a lot of like stiffness in terms of the gameplay or whatever, and there's a lot of knockback. So you get hit by an enemy and you like get slung way back, and it's annoying and very rage-inducing because of that. So yeah. Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. It's a shame they couldn't have got all 3 games onto one disc or one cartridge. And it's not like the games are too demanding. They just got lazy. That's all it was. So they decided to make people have to rely on the internet to get the other 2 games, instead of just delaying it for a few months to be able to get all 3 games onto one disc or one cartridge, you know, based on whatever you purchase it for. Starlink Battle for Atlas. I recommend getting this one for the Switch if you're going to get it, because this one lets you play Star Fox. And this is, quite frankly, the closest thing we're going to get to a Star Fox game on the Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. So, yeah. Stranded Deep. It's like Sims 2 Castaway. If you ever played that game, this is pretty much what this is. It's like surviving on a stranded island. You know, it's like if they was to make Castaway a game. This is what it would pretty much be. Great game. And definitely a lot of... you definitely spend a lot of time playing this game. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. Definitely recommend it. And it works great on the Switch, by the way. Performs well and looks great, too. New Super Lucky's Tale. I played the demo of it and immediately fell in love with it. This game is a compilation of every single type of platformer in there. It's got side-scrolling platforming levels, auto-running levels, overhead, like, puzzle-solving type of maze platforming levels. It's got, like, 3D platforming levels. Every type of platformer you can think of. This game has a combination of it all. So, yeah. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This is something I wish I would have waited on or possibly just passed up on altogether. Because Mario 64, again, the camera controls are so bad it will literally make you rage quit, possibly even cause you to pull out your hair. And Flood is still the most awkward gimmick in any Mario game ever. I don't care what anyone says. I hate Flood, and because of him being such an awkward gimmick and everything, it ends up making Mario Sunshine one of the worst 3D Mario games ever made, in my own honest opinion, of course. And in Mario Galaxy, it is a lot better to play on this edition because you can use a Pro controller instead of having to rely on, you know, the motion control crap. But at the end of the day, you know, it still wasn't enough to really warrant purchasing this game for as much as they charged for it. They did the bare minimum with this collection. Still a great game, but they did the bare minimum. Next one here is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Yeah, I mean, it's like any other side-scrolling Mario game. The last time the side-scrolling Mario games were actually good, unique and everything, was like back on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, Super Mario World was the last unique side-scrolling Mario game we ever got. And after that, it basically just became nothing but a rehash. I mean, like, for real, at this point, there's probably more innovation and stuff to a yearly release Call of Duty game than what there is to these type of games now. So it's unfortunate with the way they've done the Mario franchise. Okay, I have enough time to do a few more. Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury. Great collection. Really love this game. It's not a real true 3D Mario game, but still really good game nonetheless. This next one is still my all-time favorite Nintendo Switch game, and it's one I'm currently doing an LP of, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. By far my all-time favorite Nintendo Switch game. I don't think anything's going to top this. I mean, hell, even with all the games I have still yet to find a game that has topped this. You know, Super Mario Maker 2. Another game I might do random gameplay videos of. Just so you all can see me get pissed off at, the freaking ridiculous levels. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Great game, but it's still not as good as... Well, I mean, it's probably the best game we've got in terms of Smash. But it just doesn't have a good, worthwhile story mode like what we have with Brawl. Brawl will still go down as the best one in terms of the story mode, so yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection, by far one of the best collections you're going to find. Definitely recommend getting it. They only charge like $30 for it. Or it might be $40, I don't know. Either way, though, it's still worth getting. And you'll definitely get more than your money's worth out of this collection, so yeah. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. What can you say? It's Skyrim. Everybody and their mother has played this game at this point. There's not really much to be said about it. The only thing that makes this worth getting for the Switch, aside being able to play it on the go, obviously, is you can use Amiibo support to get exclusive Legend of Zelda armor and his weapon and his shield. So, and that's kind of neat. So, yeah. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Really, really good game. If you like the more overhead dungeon explorer puzzle solving type of Legend of Zelda games, then yeah, you'll definitely want to go out and get this one here. So yeah. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. I really wish I just passed up on this game altogether. Seriously, the best thing I got from actually getting this game was the pre-order goodies, like my Legend of Zelda keychain or the free pair of Legend of Zelda socks that I got. That was literally the best thing that I got from getting this game. This game sucks ass. Okay. It's got good good level design, good enemies, and boss fights, good dungeons and puzzles and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's still awkward as all hell to play. You would think it would have been easier now that you can use the joysticks to swing the controllers instead of having to rely on the awkward motion controls. But no, that didn't help the issue at all. It's still just as awkward. Hell, if anything, it might be even more awkward to play now. So yeah. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it's the last one I can show off for this collection video here. And the next one's going to be very short, because I ain't got very much left to show off anyway. But anyway, though, this is a great action adventure, but at the end of the day, it's not a very good Legend of Zelda game. Everything that made the Legend of Zelda series so great, they just completely threw out the window with this one. This is nothing but an open world wank fest. That's literally all it is. There's no traditional dungeons. Those divine beasts can be solved within no time at all. All your boss fights are just different forms of Ganon. And you don't even have to take him out in a unique way or anything. All these little shrines or little puzzles or whatever can be solved within just a couple of minutes time, and they're so easy that like a freaking 2-year-old can play it, can beat them and everything. So yeah, kind of a disappointment, to be perfectly honest, and this is definitely one of the most overrated Legend of Zelda games in history, in my own honest opinion. So yeah. But anyway, though, I will have to end it there because I don't have enough time to work with to be able to show off the last small handful I have. So yeah, this is going to have to be it looks like it's going to have to be in 4 parts. So yeah. Y'all take care. God bless and peace.